whenever it's your goal to make a difference. That's my motto. Imagine the largest waterfall you can think of. Trace it up to the very top. Now start tracking it back along the huge winding river, winding for miles upon miles upon miles. All the way back at the beginning, there was one small droplet that started it all. That is a beneficial spark. I'm here to tell you how my life evolved around one small beneficial spark. My name is Christopher Evans, and I'm 11 years old, but when I was only 6, I learned that not all children have their basic needs met on a daily basis. Basic needs: clean water, shelter, food, just to name a few. I learned about this by hearing stories and seeing videos of people living in poverty in a country only a stone's throw away. Once I saw those photos and heard those videos, I immediately said, "Mommy, I want to help these children." After all, how could I be so happy when those children were so sad? The first challenge I faced was that I was a 6-year-old boy who wanted to change the fate of Haiti. Don't get me wrong, I know that not all children and people living in Haiti are living in poverty, but it's those who were that I wanted to help. I wanted to build them hospitals and homes and clean water wells and schools. I wanted to clothe them. I wanted to feed them. I just wanted to help. That was too big of a mountain to climb for anyone, but I didn't let that stop me. I began the way many children do, 1 cup of lemonade at a time. For my first lemonade stand, I raised $30. That left me $7,170 left for my first concrete 2-room house in Haiti. If this rate continued, I would have to do 239 more lemonade stands for my first concrete house in Haiti. That was too big of a mountain to climb for anyone. But I don't let that stop me either. I then enlisted the help of my little brother Winter and our friends. Together we sold lemonade in front of our friends' houses and in their neighborhoods too. Once people realized how serious I was about making a change in Haiti, I was then invited to sell lemonade at various events. I then asked the priest at my church if I could do a speech to the people of the congregation and sell lemonade out to the masses. Speaking to the people of the church and selling lemonade not only had a huge impact on my success with advocating and fundraising, but the people of my church also spoke kind, encouraging words that helped me to understand that they knew the needs of the materially poor in Haiti. The next challenge I faced was that I was not able to build houses in Haiti on my own. I overcame this challenge by partnering with the international relief organization Food for the Poor. With their help, I was able to create a webpage where people can make online tax-deductible donations, check my progress, and read my story. So far, I have raised over $43,000, which has gone towards the funding of 3 concrete 2-room houses in Haiti and 3 clean water wells. Finally, when I was in 4th grade during my spring break, I had the opportunity to travel to Haiti to visit the families for whom I funded houses. While I was there, I met a 7-year-old boy named Cadeau. Cadeau's name in French means gift. Although I thought I was there to help him, learning about Cadeau and his stories is what continues to fuel my spark. A year before I met him, Cadeau was living in destitution and poverty in a country only in a village in a country only a stone's throw away. His home was made on the dump. If you look carefully through the smoke, you can see that to this day there are still people rummaging through the landfill in search of food to eat and trash to sell, just as Cadeau and his mother had to do. His home was made with the trash he and his mother found while picking through the dump in search of food to eat and trash to sell. Cadeau's luck and human rights did not stop there. In Haiti, when it rains, it pours. Water would flow into Cadeau's house from all ends. It came in through the roof, through the walls, and through the swampy ground. Cadeau also was not able to get much food in his stomachs and any clean water. He also couldn't get any shoes on his feet, and he couldn't go to school either. All of this soon caught up with him. So on the day his mother was to give birth to his baby sister, close your eyes and picture that. Cadeau's mom giving birth to his baby sister on that garbage dump, on that swamp. The swamp is certainly no place for a mother, a baby, or any living human being. So, while Cadeau's mom was giving birth to his baby sister, they both passed away. They passed away because the swamp is no place for a mother, a baby, or any living human being. Cadeau's story could have had an even sadder ending. But instead, because of my fundraising efforts, 2 more students were inspired to start fundraising as well. None of us knew who we would be helping or how our work could have an impact on the world. But on the day Cadeau needed us the most, we were there for him. Those 2 children in the picture funded for the house that was meant for Cadeau and his mom. But instead, because Cadeau's mom and baby sister both passed away, Cadeau moved into the new house with his aunts and cousins. Next slide, please. Thank you. And yeah. Here's a picture of Cadeau and I during my visit in March, exactly 1 year after he moved into his new house. When I got there, I learned that Kado is just like most kids and loves to play and make friends. Together, we played soccer, threw frisbees, and blew bubbles. Now that children like Kado have had a second chance to move into new houses, they now live in houses with 2 rooms. They no longer have to sleep on dirt floors. They have a bathroom with a toilet that flushes, and for the first time ever, a door with a key that locks to keep them safe at night. Their village also has a clean water well, schools, and jobs for the adults. Could you imagine what children like Kado might now be able to do with their lives because of small sparks like this? One of them might be a paramedic who comes to your rescue. Another might be a scientist who discovers a cure for cancer. But none of this would be possible if we don't remember to persist through all of our challenges. Always remember you are never too young to make a difference. Before you leave the stage, grab back that largest waterfall once more. Again, trace it up to the very top. Again, start tracking it back on a huge winding river, winding for miles upon miles upon miles. Again, all the way back at the beginning, there was that one small droplet that spark that started it all. I invite you all to look for sparks in your daily life. You too can be a spark so long as you remember that you are never too young to make a difference. Thank you.